Oh boy. Gonna have to figure it out again. Okay. Hmm. This is crazy. It's just the way it goes. I'm gonna have to move my couch. I think every day that I get on here in the morning, I have to move it down and then move it back later. I don't know. It doesn't last long though. That's the whole thing. It's only like a certain period of time. And I don't ever know until I get on here where it's gonna hit me at. So, good morning, everyone. I mean, I'm sure you came on to watch me adjust my curtains, but so anyway, I don't know. We may be squirrely again today. It seems like I'm having trouble and I don't know why. Well, now it's kind of straightening up again. So, well, let's do the best we can today with what we got. I tried to go on a little bit last night just to give an update and it wasn't working. So we'll see how far I get today. So I've got the front panel and the back panel both done. I've started on the bottom rows for, and what I'm doing, I'm not joining them. I'm making kind of a split because it is a tunic style that I'm doing. So I haven't started the sleeves yet. I still have a couple more rounds of just the linen to do for this stitch at the bottom. So that's what I'm going to be working on right now. So So everybody feel free to join in and let me know what you're working on, if anything. If you're just hanging out for the morning, what you're up to. Your long holiday weekend, all the kids are back in school now, so it's probably going to be a little less entertaining in my chat today, maybe. So we'll see. I don't know. There's some adults out there that kind of, yeah, don't have anything else better to do either. So, but it's a good day. We're having a good day. I just have to laugh and go on. So I hope the weekend treated everyone good. It was pretty quiet here, so I'm trying to get as much done on this that I can because I'm going to be traveling for continuing education. So I'm going to try to get this done as much as possible, and I'm excited to see how it turns out. So, and again, for ones that are joining new, I got the basic square done, the pinks and the grays, linen, black. Yeah, I'm not liking the way I'm having to sit this morning, but it is what it is, so. Good morning again, Lenora. How are you? I'm messing with my setup. It's all... I wish I could sit where I originally sat, but no, it's not going to happen. So I just have to fight with the sun every morning for a little while, so... So did you have a good night, Lenora? Yeah, I've got the front and back panel done. I've got them joined at the shoulders and everything on the sides, and now I'm putting on the bottom. I still have a few more series of this to do at the bottom. And then I start doing the granny stitch series again in the colors that are in the top part. So I got my notes to remind myself. So yeah, I'm trekking. Did I do my continuing ed online yesterday? No. That's why I've got as much done on it as I have. So I'm gonna have to do it though. I'm gonna have to do it because I go this weekend to do my last class. So I want to have it all done so then whenever I'm done with it, I can submit everything, pay my dues, and be done. You finished 7 pigs? That is awesome, Lenora. Oh, this and the frogs. Oh, that'll be so cute. Froggies will be so cute. So yes, you're trekking right along too. Oh shoot, I just got the wrong needle. And just put my needle right back in there that I wanted. I got so excited for you, Lenora, that I just lost my brains. So yeah, I don't know for sure how long I'll be on here, so... Even this end. Oh, that's nice. Oh gosh. Yeah. Well, I went down the rabbit hole of watching the marathon of I think, what is it, 48 hours or whatever, where it has like the murder mystery stuff and whatever. And so I was like, oh, a marathon channel. I forgot about that. And so I went down the rabbit hole. And so I just kept working and stayed up. Not super late though. I was actually in bed probably between 10:30 and 11, so I didn't stay up super late. But that's what I did. I just hunkered down. The hubs was in the field and didn't get home until late, and he didn't even hardly step. He sat in the recliner long enough to say, "I'm going to bed," and then he went to bed. So, but then I stayed up for a little while longer. So, which I didn't blame him for going to bed. He had to have been tired. I'm ready for the sun to move. Ready for it to move. It hits just right to where it just. And I think that I have it every time, and then. Which again, like I said, I don't want to complain about it at all. I think what I'm going to do next, once I get this sweater done, is I've decided what I'm going to do with this really pretty um, splash that I want to use so bad. I'm going to make my button headband. I kept a few of them kind of in multiple sizes probably. And then I'm going to use this that we were talking about that you told me you'd use it for flowers. I'm going to make flowers out of this to go with that headband. So I think it'd be really pretty with those two colors. So I can't wait to see what it turns out to look like. And maybe even switch them and do one headband in the sparkly and one splash flower. And then make other colors too that'll kind of match them in a series of different colors or something. So, because I'm thinking Christmas, kind of wintry, with the blues and stuff. Some people like for winter, like I was talking yesterday, they like the different colors of blue and stuff for just like their winter part after the holiday to get us through the cold and winter. After Christmas is over, we don't really, we have holidays, but the next one would be what? Valentine's Day. And that's not really like a big holiday, but Easter, Mother's Day, stuff like that then. Yes, they do. It seems to be a very popular color. And I have a real pretty pale blue and kind of a country, I don't know what kind of blue you would call it. I don't think I have it right here with me right now. It's berry, but it's a really pretty blue too that's in the cotton. So I was going to make some flowers out of those too. Because the majority of my flowers even are made out of the cotton. And it's the Big Twist cotton that I have those colors in that I got whenever they had a really good deal here a while back. A few weeks ago, they um, had them at a really good price and I couldn't pass it up. I'll be going through there again this weekend, so I may have to stop and get me some more of the sparkly metallic. I might see if they have like a gray or a black or something too. I don't remember if they had anything like that when I was there the last time. I just saw the red and that blue, and I think I just put my blinders on to them and didn't look. So I'll have to look and see what all they have. I'm almost done with this one skein of this linen. It was partially used anyway, and even my other one that I have down here waiting, I've used out of it for whatever reason. I don't know. You know how it goes. I just, if I start something that's just like, oh no, I'll go ahead and do this because I'm probably going to need the whole thing, and then I keep it with that project, and then I get done, and then it's like, okay, I could have finished using it, and I didn't. I'm almost there. That's the thing. Whenever I do projects like this, go through, I go through my yarn. So I'm gradually getting through what I was wanting to use for fall and winter. So that's good. Because then I overwhelm myself if I go picking out colors again and stuff, which really I do need to be thinking spring and stuff. That's what we were talking at in the market this past weekend. It's like, honestly, to keep on, and that's what I need for timing and stuff like that. It's like I need to be thinking about some spring, like Easter stuff and everything too, to kind of stay ahead of the game. I found a really cute carrot garland pattern that I thought about trying and see how that turns out. And I think there was like a little bunny head and ears that went with it or something, or I found one that was separate from that I thought would be cute. And the rustic carrots, I saw those, but I didn't know how they would go over. I haven't looked into the pattern or anything, but I saw a pattern for them for Easter. And some little, bunnies and chicks. May try my hand at some chicks. And I made those rooster pot holders that I absolutely love. And I didn't sell one of them. And I thought maybe those, would go, but And they're really cute. And I've sold, I don't know how many on Facebook of those. But is this the way it goes sometimes? Let's start over here. Okay. I wondered if they would have a green. Because that would be so cute to do something Grinch. Because I found a really cute Grinch, um, actual Grinch, like plushie, whatever you want to call it. And then a scarf that was a Grinch scarf. I think it was a corner to corner that I really liked because I thought, oh, I can do that. And if it had glitter, how pretty would that be if you could do it in glitter? Oh! So yeah, I'll be on the lookout. And of course, I found a Jack Skellington scarf. I thought about making a little size for my little guy, for little Gray, for Christmas maybe. Because I already gave him my little test subject that I made of the Jack Skellington. I went ahead and gave him that, and he's been sleeping with it, I think, every night. Whenever I was up there, after I'd given it to him, he was like, "Where's my Jack?" And so he grabbed it and laying in bed with it, sleeping, and they said he's been sleeping with him every night. I was like, okay. Yes, that's true. Yeah, and that's what was popping in my head as I was saying that. Just because they didn't go over it that one doesn't mean that it is. It's the first market that I've done with them, so I'm not discouraged. So yeah. So I basically have everything packed up for my next one and don't have to worry about it. So the things I'm working on now are another focus, so they won't be packed with what I have already anyway to kind of keep things organized. So I've just left everything the way it is, the way I packed it up. So then when I go in November, it'll be ready. I won't have that stress. And I actually packed it up better than what I packed it to go. so so I feel good about that and kept all my display stuff together, which I need to decide kind of on my display how I want to do it. I mean, I like the way I did it, but I need to kind of figure some other things out, something to use it to the full potential of the space that I have. I'm not sure how big of a space I'll have with this next one. I'm hoping that I get my information packet today in the mail because I think she mailed it out on Friday, maybe, hopefully. So we'll see. Because I would like to have enough room that I can have my wearables, have them hanging on because I would like to have just like one of those rolling racks. That's not very big though. I've been looking on Amazon to see what they have. Because now I wish that, yeah. But how did I know? At the time I was like, no, I won't use that. Well, yeah. I obviously wasn't thinking of future me, so, but how do we know? How do we know? Okay. I think packing up to go home, I just wasn't as worried about, stressed about keeping everything together and how did I want. And so going home then, it was just like, no, just take it down in sections and group things. And that's what I did and just didn't worry about it. And, but something that Dana said yesterday on one of hers, Blondie Knots, she was like, don't worry about how much you have and stress yourself out all about it. What you get made is enough. Whatever you get made is going to be enough. Don't stress out about it and just have fun with it. And it's true because I caught myself kind of feeling that way. It's like, oh, but do I have enough? And it was like, really, if anything, I felt like I had too much. But then it's also a matter of like trying to kind of find your niche, and stuff like that, of what I really enjoy doing and kind of, focus in that way, which I think I have done that. I think I have figured it out, but, and I'm not going to be a person that does like the amigurumi stuff necessarily, but I do like some of the little plushy type stuff, the animals, like the little farm animal type stuff, even, and the turtles and the frogs and things like that. So simple things like that, and like on the smaller side, and the chickens, those types of things. And the occasional fun Frankenstein stuff, and that's kind of seasonal, whatever is fun too. But more like the wearables and, you know, home type stuff. Oh, absolutely. Yeah. There are those people though, and I don't want to get in that camp, because every crowd is going to be different. Every show is going to be different, and there's going to be eclectic mixes of people, that you never know. You're going to find there's going to be that random few sometimes where you think, oh boy, those were not good at that show. Like, let's say two shows, but then all of a sudden this one hits, So it's like, yeah, whenever you're moving around like that, you can't go by that. I agree. And you're much more seasoned than I am in this area. I mean, I've done craft things, but it's been years ago. I mean, I'm out of the circuit. I've been out of the circuit of that for a long time. But it wasn't for crochet either. It was for jewelry at that time. And it's very much true. Very much true. Because I feel like you do have to just kind of keep up on your stock so then you don't run chasing your tail. Because then if you do just kind of continually build on your stock and have that reserve there and stuff, then it doesn't become, overwhelming as much. And like with my Facebook page and stuff, I wanted to start taking pictures and putting stuff up that I've made new over the course, of time. But then it's like I have this show coming up. So I don't know what I want to do now because I'm afraid of some of the stuff I put up. But I mean, it's a sale is a sale, and I understand that. But it's also, for my shows and stuff. So I think I am going to put some stuff up and just be mindful because I do have one of those vests that I am working on, and I'm not guaranteed that any of them are going to sell, but at least put it up there for examples of my work and stuff too. And the closer it gets to holiday for gift giving and stuff too. So just trying to figure it all out in my brain. And sometimes I just have to talk it out loud and then it comes to me. It's like, okay, that didn't make any sense. And then I go and it's like, okay, get it figured out. And then other times it's like, oh, okay, I didn't think about it that way. True, true. So I thank you for that word of wisdom there too. Um, because yeah, I don't want to stress about. I don't want that to become a stressor. I guess I am a person though that if I do see something and I think it's cute, it's like, hey, I'm going to try making it, and if it turns out, it turns out. If it doesn't, it doesn't. I'm not afraid of trying new things. That's for sure, and that's what I said. I just know the amigurumi stuff. I don't have a huge heart for. It's cute. It's adorable. I love it. I'll buy off of fellow crocheters that do it. I mean, because like the one that I met this weekend, she's making me a brain. I know I won't get the brain made. I could do it, but that's what she likes to do, and so I want to support fellow people that is what they enjoy doing. You know, so, but that doesn't mean that there won't be a we won't try something because I think it's cute. So I think I am somewhat in the camp of what you just said of not really, wanting to be set as a niche, but at the same time, it's like kind of have a focus and put my heart into, what I do enjoy and stuff. So, yeah, because like with my little plushies that I did have, my Frankensteins and my ghosts, and I had one ghost kitten. I used it kind of to decorate, you know, for the season then, because it was, it's more fall, Halloween, whatever. And it worked. I mean, it made it cute. So there's that type of thing that you can always do. Like you said, if you display it right and stuff, it's gonna sell. And I think that's what kind of helped us being sitting together is that we just kind of did, for us, it just did kind of blend where there was a mix of the two things that were right there. Now, if we would have been selling the exact same thing, and that's what I did worry about in the beginning whenever I saw that she was a fellow crocheter, it's like I have nothing against fellow crocheters, absolutely not. But at the same time, it's like I don't know that we need to be sitting right next to each other. I don't know, and then it ended up working out great for both of us, honestly. That's what I do for Facebook. I found that a lot of times people ask if you know the price. Oh, right. Yeah, I made sure that I had my prices and everything displayed. I even had um, my little cardstock tags that I made, my cute tags and stuff. But for some reason, there was one of my pumpkins. It was my big plush pillow pumpkin that was stuffed. And everybody kept picking it up and looking at it. But then they didn't ask me. Well, I found out there was no price on it. One person did finally ask me, and that's what turned me on to it. Like, oh, but. And so I told her, and I was like, I have a tag on there. I said, did I not write it on there? And she was like, no. She was like, here's the tag, but she says there's nothing on it. And she showed me. So somehow I hadn't got the tag price on it. And it's true. There's a lot they won't ask. So it got a price put on it. I think I wrote it down. I don't know. I'm going to have to check that. Make sure I did get it put on there. Oh. Oh, pictures on Facebook. That's what I do on Facebook. Gotcha. Yeah, because there's been some of my Facebook ones I just put on there, because some of it, like my wearables, it's going to be a custom made piece for the most part, unless it's like some of these tunics that I'll go ahead, like if they're an oversized, which this one is, and so I'll have it kind of for the range of size, like if it's like small to large, oversized, and then do an extended size that's going to be, those, then I'll put up and put a price. But if it's a customized, then I'll put a range of price sometimes. But a lot of times I'll just say contact for, customization, whatever my wordage is that I put. So, because that's what a lot of people have to, they'll either message me there or they'll email me. Like I had twins that were being born, and a lady wanted two blankets, but she wanted them completely different. Even though they were twins, she wanted them to have their own, you know. And so for that, then we just got together and customized two blankets. And I was walking through Hobby Lobby and taking videos of colored of yarn and whatever. We got it figured out, but it was fun. And they loved them. She was like, I almost kept them. I didn't want to give them away. And she said, my husband said, you have to. Yeah, right. Yep, agree. And I felt pretty good about what I had set out and said, because there was not anybody else that had what I had. There was one lady that was set up outside that she did have some blankets and a few things, a kind of an eclectic mix of a few things, but it was again a different style from mine, and it was different. Um, And then of course the lady that was sitting next to me, she did more of the plushies and amigurumi stuff. And then there was another lady that was sitting inside with us. It was on the other side of the building though, and hers was a little bit different. She didn't have as many things set out, but she was an older lady, um, and she had done these really pretty chickens that she had. I think she had sewn them and then she had like laced it with doilies and stuff and did like tat work and stuff on them. They were gorgeous, gorgeous. And then she had a few, other like um, stuffies and stuff like that. So she was different from everyone too with her mix of things. But there was nobody else there that had like the hats and the ear warmers, and I did set out. One, two, I had two of my granny square like crossbody messenger type bags that I did go ahead and set out. There was one I didn't take with me though. And I sold one of them. I had an envelope bag, but I don't think it ended up selling. There was two different girls that were interested in it, but they never came back to get it. And then I did sell some of my crossbody bags, the Granny Square crossbody bags. They were just, the strap with the bag. And I do mine super simple. Right now, I just do them super simple. I don't put a zipper in mine. So, and I know some girls do, but I haven't crossed over into that. I could. I'm a sewer. I sew, but it was just like, yeah, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. And then if I had people request, just kind of see how it goes. And no, people were they bought them. So, and the way I sewed them up was enough that they just had a pocket that you could put your hand in and it could keep everything in there really. So you didn't really need a zipper. It's easy to do right now. Oh yeah. Yep. And I like being different. That way it makes you stand out. You make a difference. Yes. Yeah. And again, I'm not afraid to do it, and that's the thing. I am very much a person that wants to make things my own way. I'll have a pattern like with this. I didn't have access to a pattern. There was no pattern link or whatever, but it's like, no, I can figure that out. I can make that. And just kind of do it along the same line as the vest that I was making, and stuff. I mean, as long as you can kind of look at something and figure it out and know the stitches and it's all in measuring and stuff like that, totally make things your own. That's what the fun to me is making it my own. And even whenever with this sweater, I had an idea of what I was going to do with it, but it's even changed since then because I decided to do the split at the bottom since it's going to be a tunic, so it has a little bit more give when you sit. The sleeves I'm going to do differently. I am going to make them a little bit larger, kind of have that a lot of give and flow to it, but then I'm going to taper it down and give it like a cuff, so it's not a bell sleeve now. We're going to see how that goes. I may end up not liking it and I may rip it out, and that's okay, and keep it a bell sleeve. I don't know. But I just had it envisioned in me to do a little bit of a ribbed cuff, maybe, and then you can always turn it down if you want to, or, and make it more of a 3/4, or you can leave it all the way down when it's cooler. So we'll see. That's what I was out walking Luna when that came to me. Last night. It's like I envisioned it, and it's like I think that's what I'm going to try to go for and see what happens. And I know I made my sister, she's just like, I don't know how you do that. It's just like, you look at something and you do it, whatever. And I was like, yeah, because I'm not afraid. And I said, I can see things in my brain, I can visualize. There's some people that can't. My husband's not good at it. He's like, I don't know, you tried to tell me, and he was like, I'll admit, in the beginning, I didn't know, but he was like, now I trust you. He was like, you can see things I can't. So he's like, you just, you go for it. And I was like, thank you. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I have one more series of this to do at the bottom, and then I'll go back to my granny stitches. Well, the Covered Bridge Festival's going on right now, and that thing is a series of 10 days, and I don't know that I want to set up anywhere for 10 days. My mom and dad used to do it, and they loved it, but I just don't know that I'd want to do it for 10 days. And it'd be, I mean, it's a ways from me, but sometimes I can, and other times I just, yeah. Yeah, there has been instances where I've bit off more than I can chew, There has been. But I still try. I'm not afraid to do it, and try. Because then I end up learning something else out of it too. So, hello, Soko. I'm sorry for pronunciation. I'm just shortening that to say hello. How are you? But with the Covered Bridge Festival, I don't know if you've heard of it. I mean, you maybe have. I don't know. Um, it's in Indiana, and um, I mean, it used to be where it was like crafts, handmade crafts, and beautiful things, beautiful handmade, crafted, back in the day, hand painted wood, all the things, flowers, arrangements, I mean, anything and everything, crochet stuff even too. And now it's so commercial, of just knockoffs. Now, there are sprinklings of people that still do, but there's so many of the multi-level marketing stuff like the Scentsies and all that kind of stuff, which okay. But I mean that's what that Covered Bridge Festival used to be, was just for the purpose of people that were artists, and it's gotten so far away from that now that it's like I don't go anymore, really. It's been, before shut down, that, that I've been. So it's been maybe even 5 years. So, yeah, oh, it's probably been 6 years. I have to think about the time period. And, so yeah. But going places like that where they don't offer it as much again, if people start going again, offering that stuff, maybe there'd be a revival of it. I don't know. But I just don't think I could commit to 10 days. I would have to be like cranking out 24/7, and I don't, a 55-year-old hands, I don't think can do that, especially after everything I've worked and used my hands for in the past. So you definitely have to be on it. You would have to have people with you, kind of like what you guys do. You know, you have your crochet and tribe. I have me. I don't have anybody else. So, are you a crocheter, Soko, or are you just hanging out this morning, this afternoon, evening, wherever you're at, wherever you're from, whatever time it is? They may be gone. I don't know. Every year they buy as many water balloons and sell them as a filler. Okay. Well, kind of like me and my best friend did the one year we did a market. It was local, and this was back in like 2000, I think. And I was doing jewelry, and she was doing candles. I mean, we kind of both did the candle thing, but I was doing jewelry, and her main thing was candles. And so we just had a business together, and we called it Crony Creations. And I mean, this market, it wasn't doing nothing. It was just not doing anything, but it was full of kids, tons of kids, super fun for them, you know, and which was great. So we were like, let's do face painting. We made so much money. I mean, we started face painting. Because I do like to paint, I am a painter too. And yeah, so that's how we made our money on that market. I mean, I think we did end up selling some stuff because we did get more attention and stuff because the parents would come over with kids and whatever, you know. But I mean to tell you, yeah, sometimes it's like if you can have a little side hustle to your gig a little bit, yeah. So we were joking about that. Cindy said, "Well, you know, you can always revert back to your face painting." And I was like, "Well, yeah, hopefully not." But I said, "I guess I can take it with me in case." Because I do it for church, for our little things for church, because we have like little carnival times at different parts of the year. So I've done face painting for that. So I have stuff that I could have taken just in case. So nothing wrong with that. Good morning, Shatika? Is it Shatika? I'm sorry. I'm trying to figure out how to pronounce and everything. I love that name. Very good morning to you, and thank you for the blessings and blessings back to you. And are you working on anything right now, Crochet? I'm still having to sit at a weird angle right now because of the sun. And I think I'm getting a little grainy again. I don't know, maybe not. It kind of comes and goes. I don't know. But the sun in the background isn't helping either. So I tried to get on last night for a little bit and it wasn't working, so we gave up. And I don't know what. Oh, yeah, I don't know. I'm going. I'm slipping. Getting all pixely. So yeah, I don't know what's going on. We don't have any weather or anything that's doing anything right now. I think Sam was having trouble too. See, it kind of comes and goes, so I don't know. Here's what I got so far. Got the first panel and the second panel done. Got them all pieced together, the shoulders put together. Now I'm to this at the bottom. I think this is my last round. 1, 2, 3, 4. Maybe not. Maybe I have one more. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I have one more row of just the 3 double crochet, skip 1 stitch on both sides. And then I can start my color again with the granny stitch. I'm moving over here for just a second. Give my back a break. I'm having to lean. I said I'm just going to have to move my couch, I think, every morning and then move it back. It's not hard to move. So, I mean, it's heavy, but I can get it moved if I have to. Until I get something else figured out differently for my setup. This is the way it'll be for a little while. I need to get my office downstairs all the way done. It's a work in progress too. I used to have it down there, and then we changed it into Whitney's room, and oh boy, we've got a lot done in there though now, so I'm not going to complain. But we have taken a break on it, so now I need to kind of get back into it. I probably won't get anything done until after the beginning of the year though, with holiday and everything, and the kids and markets and doing all the things. We have upcoming doctor's appointments for the heads too, and don't know what's going to happen with that. And so yeah, we just have life going too, and just trying to have, and enjoy it too at the same time, and do all the things. Yeah, I'm trying. I'm trying. And the thing is, the older I get, I'm tired of all this half A stuff. I'm trying to keep it clean. I don't want a cursey. And I'm tired of it, and it's like I have control over that. So, it's like no. If you're gonna do it, do it. And do it with determination, do it with dedication, and don't settle, But I have time now. I think it was because before I was trying to smush so much in and do and whatever I couldn't dedicate, as much as what I would like. And, I'm all about now being mindful of taking my time, and, you know, quality and stuff, everything too, along with the business side of things, and making my stuff and all of that too. Okay, I'm ready for my last rows. Get these sewn in. I'm looking forward to going and seeing my grandbabies, but I'm not looking forward to the drive because I'll be by myself. And I go by myself a lot, so don't get me wrong, I do it all the time. But it's just sometimes the drive is amazing and I'm by myself and it's nice and quiet. And then other times I'm just kind of like, it'd be kind of nice if I had somebody with me. So I don't know, but future me may be all about that come Friday evening, Saturday, whenever I decide to go. I haven't decided yet. Oh, and it's my dad's birthday today. I'm gonna have to remember to get and call him. That just popped in my head. My husband's birthday was on the 11th, and my cousin's was the 10th. My dad's is today. Uh-oh. And one of my best friends is on the 26th, and my son's is the 28th. Oh, and my nephew's was on the 4th. Forgot about that. So yeah. The kids will get like, do this and that, and I'm like, you aren't starting that big a project unless you can follow all the way through. Yes. Yes. Agree. Okay. I'm getting so close to getting ready to start the sleeves. I'm not gonna lie, just let you in on a little secret. On the sleeves, I'm winging it. I'm winging it. I have an idea of what I'm gonna do, but I'm still winging it. So, and that's okay. Since I am altering it from what my inspiration picture is, we're just gonna wing it. And it's gonna be beautiful. I just know it. Hmm. I'm honestly excited about getting this other vest done because I am going to pick it back up, I think, and get it finished because I'm almost done with it. And then I really want to start that poncho, that green, pretty green, and burgundy, and the pink that I have in this too. Oh, I just love it. And it's super simple. Super simple. You just make up your granny squares. I think there's three on each panel, and then they just go across. I think it's three, and they're bigger granny squares. So I think there's three in the front, three in the back, and then it's a drape over. So it's just going to be like a boat neck, and it looks like it's only like you could probably. I mean, you could do any stitch. You could do whatever pattern or stitch that you want. You can do all double crochets. You could do all half double. You could do single. You could do trebles if you wanted, and the treble would actually be really nice for draping probably. So we'll see. I don't know yet what I'm going to do as far as my stitch goes, but it's just a rectangle type kind of like, and then boat neck, put it together, have the granny squares at the bottom. It's gonna, oh, I can see it. It's going to be beautiful. You need to pay attention to that. I only need 3 at a time here. Okay, I'm going to have to move my couch. I'll be right back. I'm going to scare Luna to death probably, but you heard me. You popped up. So she just popped up like crazy, like, hey, over here sleeping, over here standing. Okay, we're going to try to move my couch. Hang on to your boots, Woo. I'm going to scoot you down. You can stay right there. You'll be fine. Okay, you're good. You stay right there. Just went on a little ride. Okay, we'll see if this helps. It'll help for me sitting, I think. Okay, I don't know. I don't know. I think. No, I think it's just for. I don't know. This is just crazy. It's crazy. I'm still sideways. Oh well, it'll work. It's a little better. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe not much, but a little. We're gonna go with it. Did I get you all woke up? You can come over here by me now. I moved my stuff. Okay, now how did I end up with that? I haven't skipped any. Go back and see what I did. 3, 1, 3, 1, 3, 1, 3, 1, 3, 1, 3, 1. 3, 1, 3, 1, 3, 1, 3, 1, 3, 1, 3, 1, 3, 1. Okay, we're just gonna go with it. It's not enough that it's gonna matter. Not enough that it's gonna matter. It's just off by 1 stitch, but it isn't gonna matter. You're not even gonna see it. It's on the edge, so I'm not gonna worry about it. It'd be different if it was gonna hurt something of not doing right, but it's gonna be fine. And I don't feel like ripping out 3 rows. And it's not even worth it for 1 stitch, honestly. So, okay. Now I get to start with my colors again. Do this side. Oh no, I have this side to do yet. Then I can. And I finished up that other skein of the linen, so I'm on my other half used. It's not as used as the other one was, but I think I made a hat out of this skein. I have left over from it. I think Sam's back. I don't know what time he's planning on working. Or what time he has to. You're coming in. At least I thought he was coming in. There he is. Okay. Okay. Finding something funny. Okay, snip this off. Snip this one. So yeah, I've got this done now for this bottom part. Now I start with the granny stitches again. So my next color, get my notes. Oh, I'm supposed to do 2 linen. Okay, I guess I do go ahead and still use the linen for 2 of the rows of granny stitches. And then I switch to the pink, I think. Hello, Naya? I am making a sweater. I've got the front panel and the back panel done. I'm putting the bottom part on now. It's going to be more of a tunic style. So I've got the first segment of my bottom done. So, hello, Katrina. How did your weekend go with your holiday, Katrina? Hope everything went good and you got to see family. Thank you, Naya. You only tried it for a day, Naya? Oh, gotcha. Well, I'm sorry that happened. Turkey, mashed potatoes, carrots, homemade stuffing. Yum. Homemade cranberry sauce that heavy made or something better than oh yeah. All of that's better homemade. I was getting hungry. Now that's made me even more hungry. Sounds yummy. Yeah, I agree with Katrina. You know, you can always pick it up later and try again. It takes more than just one try. Be worth maybe trying again. Get and just have being patient with it. And it's true, if it's meant to be, it'll find a way. Just keep practicing. There's so many YouTube videos and stuff out there that for beginners. And I would get a skein of thread and get a crochet hook that's about probably like a G or an H to start with. I go by the letters, so and you can look them up. I think that's like a 4.55, something like that millimeter. Um, and just start practicing doing chain stitches because that was what I started with. Just doing whenever I was little, because I started when I was like 7, 8 years old. So, and yes, Bag a Day is somebody to watch. Yeah, she has like tutorials and stuff on there. I went and looked her up after I told you I didn't know who she was. I went and looked and I was like, oh yeah, I remember her. I've seen her before. So yeah, even watching her, but what that's the best thing I remember. That's all my aunt had me do because it helps you to maintain tension and just get a feel for the hook and the thread. So it's just practice, and it sounds like you already kind of know stitches and stuff if you're attempting a sweater. So It's just being consistent and practicing and giving it time. Because, like I said, I started when I was like 7, 8-ish, something like that. And I'm 55 now. So I've done a lot of crocheting. And making a sweater at the very beginning might be a little bit more than biting off a little bit more than you can chew if you haven't crocheted. Really, start with like a little dishcloth or something, like just practicing like little squares, of different stitches and stuff, and just, yeah. Yep. I just what Katrina said there too, kind of what I was saying, yeah. Little dishcloths, like a little scarf. Hey, yeah, and the magic ring thing, I just never did, but I that's what I go to every time now. To me, it works better because I think I kind of made fun of it in the beginning a little bit, but then I was like, no, I actually like it way better. And the more you do it, you know, you just got to make sure you secure it good, tightening it up and everything and securing it well and hiding your ends and stuff. Well, I understand you on that too, Naya. I do. Yes, I understand. But yeah, again, but you can always like chain three and join it and make a little circle that way and not even worry about the magic ring, until you get more advanced and you get your tensions and everything right. I would just do a circle like that where you chain like three or whatever, depending on what it is you're making. If you're wanting to make something circular, I would do the chain three, join that to make a circle, or even chain up maybe four and do it that way, because you can always kind of tack it together if it's too much of a hole there at the bottom. You can kind of slip stitch through your stitches on the wrong side and kind of gather it up on the inside even too. Yep. So yeah, there's different ways of doing it until you get more advanced and get more used to it, and you know. How did I start that off? Oh, yeah. Okay. I mean, yeah, I'm sure there's basic patterns for something like that for your pets. I mean, you could even just do like a rectangle length and then more of just like a square and attach those for their little arms on their head, and, not do anything super duper fancy, just something to practice. I think that crochet is easier just because I'm a crocheter. I'm a self taught knitter, and I enjoy it. I just don't do it as much. But everybody's different. What I think is easier, they may not, so for you, knitting may be easier. And yes, Katrina's right. And really, I think it just is preference on what you like, the stitches and stuff. If you like more the knit look, if you like more of the crochet look. The reason why I didn't knit as much is because I want something that moves, so that keeps me interested, that keeps me like, doesn't take me as long to do. And I am a faster crocheter, so I get bored easy if it's something that's going to take me too long. Even though I am making a bigger project like this, it still keeps me, because I want to see the finished product. I want to know what it's going to look like. Whereas with knitting, I just felt like I got bored too quick. I'd do a knitting machine. I would do that all day long. Which type of yarn would you recommend for a beginner? Oh, a 4-weight, absolutely. Yeah, like I said, with a hook of like the G or H hook and a 4-weight, absolutely. I wouldn't do anything smaller or bigger than that, really, to get started. Yes, yes. Because you can get the red heart and the mainstay at Walmart. I mean, I would just get something very inexpensive to start, like she just recommended, and go from there, and just, even if you use it and rip it out and ball it up again and just keep doing it and doing it over and over to practice. So then you're not out a whole bunch of money, because you don't need anything fancy and expensive to start out. Yes, the Red Heart is a brand name, and the Mainstay, like I said, both of those you can find like at a Walmart, but I'm not sure where you're from, Naya. So, but those are more affordable brands, because a lot of the yarns and stuff can get pretty expensive. So, India, okay, cool. And you can always go online too and find places to order off of. And I mean, like Amazon, whatever. I mean, they offer, I know they have the Red Heart for sure. I don't know about the Mainstay. I haven't looked that up to order it. Katrina may know on that. I don't think I need the chain one there. You're very welcome. Feel free to, yeah, that's how we learn. So feel free to ask away. Hey, Aussie, how you doing? Good. Oh, I wondered if it wouldn't be. Okay, well, you have a good night, Naya. Thank you. Feel free to join us again sometime. Okay, need to get that out of there. I don't want that. I am making a sweater. It's what I had started yesterday. I'll finish this last cutting series here. It is an inspiration that I found, but I'm making it my own. I don't have a pattern that I'm going off of. Okay. But I've got the front and back panels done, and now I'm doing the bottom. It's going to be more of a tunic style, so I'm not joining the sides because of that. I think I'll like that better for like, because it's going to be longer, so sitting will have a little bit more give, a little bit more ease to it. So I'm finishing up the tail of it. So, yep, yep. Started it yesterday, so worked on it a little bit more last night. I put it together last night, and then I've been working on the bottom part of it this morning. So now I'm back on my granny stitch series for the bottom, and this is my last row of the linen color. Then I'll switch to pink. I'm having this. The sun is like all over the place this morning, so I'm having to sit weird today. I've already moved the couch once, and I don't know that it really helped any, but you know, it is what it is. So it'll be all right. I'll probably have to get off of here shortly because Sam's gonna have to work. So, oh yeah, go for it. I'm sure you'll remember. Just practice, practice. There's been times scattered through the years where I have laid it down and not went back to it for a while, and yeah, it's just like riding a bike. Don't really forget. Okay, got that done. this is true, but I am extremely short. And yes, I do have a ladder, I guess I could do. I, I'm 5'1" on a good day. So yeah. But yeah, I could get the ladder out and hang me a sheet. I could do that. And spare everyone watching me do it. I could do it beforehand and then I can try to drape it nicely to make it look decent, you know. Do something decorative. Oh, it's a little step ladder. It wouldn't be hard. I wouldn't hurt myself or anything. I could always have Sam do it for me, I guess. He's the tall one. He's like 6'2", so. Uh-oh. Well, if you find your yarn, hopefully your hooks are right there along with it, because I know there was one day whenever I was on here live and I was going through some of my bags, and I was like, I think I found 4 crochet hooks in like one bag. And I'm like, oh, yeah. I knew they'd be somewhere because I like the eye hook and I couldn't find my eye hooks anywhere. Oh, I found like 2 of them in the bag and then one was another one, but there you go. Yep. Yeah, because, oh, yeah, the 8 and the 10 are pretty big, so. For some stuff, anyway. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I have my teeny tiny hooks in a little basket over with some of my craft stuff. I don't use those a whole lot right now, but I have been looking up some doily patterns and stuff, which I have a whole binder full. And I have some old vintage patterns from 2 of my aunts that I keep because I like the pineapple pattern. I think it is so pretty. I have always loved the pineapple pattern. Okay, girls, now, ladies and gentlemen, if there's possibly gentlemen in here, switching to my pink. Switching to my pink. I'm excited to get back to color now. So back to the pink that I was using, the light really stinks right now, but here you go. So I'm going to do 2 rows of pink on each side. How are those frogs coming along, Lenora? Yay! That's exciting. Good, 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 Aussie. Mm, no. Yeah, I have those too. I have those too. And I have a box that's sitting over here that I'm looking at right now. It's stuff that I need to go through that's pretty well finished stuff, but I need to decide what I want to do with it because some of it was just kind of me testing some patterns just to see if I liked them and stuff like that. So there's some stuff in there that I might donate. Like, I think there's like some headbands and stuff like that. So we'll see. I don't know yet. I haven't went through it yet. So yeah, we've talked about that already. Oh gosh. Yeah. We all have them. We all have them stuffed in our whip bags and, a hot dog that you crocheted. Oh. I have my spots where it's all over the place all around me right now. I mean, it's not overtaking my room or anything right yet, but I've got enough piles of it, that's for sure. But one thing I try to do is after I get done with what I'm working on, if I'm done for the day on it, I try to make sure I do clean everything up and put everything back so I know where it's at. Nobody else may be able to figure that out, but I can at least. I found a failed three-corner blanket. Or O3, yeah. Uh-oh. Well, you can maybe salvage it, revisit it. Frog it and get the yarn out of it, or donate it, I guess. Because, like I mentioned before, I do have a local women's home shelter type place that for women and their children and stuff. So there are times that some of my stuff I will donate there. I'll just make extras of a few things and donate. Oh, yeah. Yeah. See, you may be able to do something with that then. Yep. I have done that. Oh, I'm getting all pixely greeny again. Well, I snapped out of it again. I don't know. Yeah, because there are women that I follow on YouTube that is what they do. They do it with the purpose of donation, with everything they make. They have different accesses to different places, shelters, and things like that, or donating to organizations, for women for different things. So, okay, I am probably going to have to go because Sam needs to get to work. So, we've been on here for right at 2 hours, so that's pretty good. And I've got a lot done. So my plan is to work on this a little bit more, and I am going to have to do my continuing ed today at some point, I think. Yes, I'm glad that I got to see you today for a little bit too, Aussie, and good luck on your projects. And feel free to join us and give us an update on how far you get. And Lenora, good luck on your frogs. What to do with the things? Yes, it'll be fun. Just have fun with it. So, and I may be back at some point today. I don't know. Not going to guarantee it, but if anything, maybe for an update or something real quick. I don't know. So, you guys enjoy the rest of your day. And thank you for hanging with me a little while this morning. Take care. Happy crocheting.